Hi friends, today I'm super excited to share how I create a fold out for my traveler's notebook. This is a little technique that I use when I have quite a few photos, or I need to include some extra journaling, or if I just kind of want to play around with embellishments and just in general have a little bit more room on any given page in my notebook. So here I was documenting a little trip that we took up the mountain, a mountain that's relatively close to where we live, to Lake Arrowhead, if you're familiar with California. And I wanted to kind of add in just a few photos and play around with some of the embellishments. And I had this pattern paper that is from the main kit from Citrus Twist Kits for July 2018. And by the way, all the products that I'm using in this notebook spread are from the July 2018 Citrus Twist Kits. So you can go ahead and check them out if you're interested in what you're seeing here. But I had this piece of pattern paper and it had kind of a chevron pattern on one side and then a lemon detail on the other side. So I thought both of those worked really well kind of together, and they would create this perfect little fold out. So all I did is I kind of measured it to approximately double the size of my notebook page, and then I cut it down, folded it in half, and I'm gonna adhere it down pretty early on here. I'm just kind of figuring out how I might place down some of my photos. But what I will end up doing is adhering one of the sides directly into my notebook, and then the other side will just kind of flip out. So you'll see kind of how it comes together here in just a second. So this is kind of the cover page for this layout. So I just played around with some of the die cuts that were in the Pocket Life kit, and I really love that Paradise die cut there, Hello Sunshine, just a lot of really great die cuts in this month's kit. I really love kind of the road trip theme and kind of sunshine, and I feel like especially for someone that lives in California, this is kind of the perfect die cut pack for any sort of adventure. So I kind of wish I had a dozen of these, but I got use out of this one quite a bit for my projects this month, and I have some left over that I am excited to use. So I'm using these blue puffy alphabet stickers that came in the Pocket Life kit as well, just to spell out Lake Arrowhead. And I'm going to do this on the right side of my spread. I used a ruler there just to kind of adjust my placement, and that way I could get it in the middle there. And then I figured that I wanted this cute little bear die cut. This is probably my favorite from the pack. I thought that I could spell out Lake in that little sign that he's holding, and then have Arrowhead go underneath. So I'm just kind of pulling up my letters there so I can kind of tuck him underneath. So I'm going to finish sticking down these letters, and then I'm going to move on to my journaling. I wanted my bear to just hang off the page just a little bit so that he doesn't look like he's floating in that space there. If I was going to get super fancy, I probably would have added like a little drop shadow or something for him to sit on, but I just kind of left it simple there. And so I'm going to add in my text, and I'm going to cut this out so that you don't have to watch me writing all my journaling, because I wrote quite a bit on this page. And then I'm going to play around with some of my die cuts and figure out the placement of all of those. added in a couple of stickers also from the Pocket Life kit and did a little bit of stamping. Both of these stamp sets are also available on the Citrus Twist Kit's website, so you can check those out. One of them has all of these everyday phrases that are super fun, and the other one is kind of travel slash everyday themed. And kind of perfect for a spread like this or really anything that has to deal with daily routine. So those are super fun. I am going to warn you that this video cuts off towards the end. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I will go ahead and walk you through just the last few things that I added from where my video cut out. So I'm just going to add in some more of these die cuts and play around with my photos, and then I will be back to share the final spread. So one thing that I loved about the lemon paper is that it created this perfect circular pattern. So I was able to add in some circle embellishments there and then also do some stamping on some pattern paper and use my circle punch to punch those out. So you can see where my video kind of cut off there, so I'm going to show you the final spread. I just created little clusters of circles amongst that pattern paper and did a little bit of stamping using a couple of the stamp sets that came out this month from Citrus Twist Kits, and that will complete the spread. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more videos, please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in my next video.